What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day. We've got a bunch of news about the Google Pixel Fold and 2 questions, so let's go. Google Pixel Fold, some more information come out. We get to see the official inside display and even more specs, and it fixed some incorrect specs that we thought were correct, and now it looks like they are correct. And though the corrected specs are actually better than we thought, so we're gonna dive through all of that. So let's do it. Let's first start off with the inside display. So we knew what it was gonna pretty much look like, but this is really what it looks like in an official render. And you can see it does have a sizable bezel, especially compared to something like the Galaxy Z Fold 4. You know, this is basically just all display all the way around as an under display camera. Even some of the other foldables don't really have as big a display, as big as a bezel. They have it sitting on top there where you can see the camera. So I know that's gonna be, some people are gonna be turned off by seeing the actual bezel. I look at it and I'm not really turned off by it at all. Maybe in person I'll be like, it does look a little bad, and I'll be the judge of that when I see it. But right now, from renders of what I see, honestly, it doesn't bug me at all. And I'd rather have that than an under display camera where it's not really that usable. This will be very usable. So to me, not a big deal. And the display in general really looks like something that you could multitask on really easy, just like the Z Fold 4, don't get me wrong. But like, I feel like, I don't know, maybe this is, I believe it's a little bit wider than a Z Fold 4. So it's gonna do the split screen in this mode, maybe a little bit more comfortably and better looking overall. Now, speaking of being better looking overall, what about the actual specs? Well, Evan Blass put out a huge dump of specs on here, and we knew most of these, and most of these we knew were correct, but it goes into depth even more. So the front display, 5.8-inch OLED, will be 120 hertz. Brightness on that will be 1550 nits of brightness, so very, very bright display. Not the brightest on any phone ever, but it's a lot brighter than a lot of other displays, so that's a good thing. The inside display will be 7.6 inches, OLED, 120 hertz, and this display is a little less bright than the outside. It's 1450, but again, still bright enough to see outdoors and use outdoors. So I'm completely fine with that. I wouldn't be concerned with that. The Fold 4 has 1000 nits, so it's much brighter than the Fold 4, so that's a really, really great thing to see that that's going to be a lot more brighter on there. Next up, we've got the key components, Tensor G2 processor, M2 processor, 12 gigs of RAM, 256 or 512 of storage, 3.1 UFS. We've heard all this. This is another one we were wrong, and now it seems like it's better. 4821 milliamp battery. We heard initially it was gonna be about 5,000, or at least under 5,000. Then we heard it's gonna be only 4,500. Looks like it's 4821 milliamps, which is great to see. Much bigger battery, about 420 milliamps bigger than the Fold 4, and 30-watt wired charging, again, which is faster than the Z Fold 4. Z Fold 4 maxes out at 25 watts of charging. The camera is basically the same of what we've seen before, so they're like a little less than a Pixel 7 Pro. And then there's the front camera. The other things to be on here, it is IPX8 water resistance, so no dust resistance, but you do get the water resistance. USB Type-C 3.2 Gen 2 USB-C on there. A bunch of other stuff. Ships in obsidian and porcelain. Does not have, I want to let you know while we're looking at these specs, it does not come with any kind of pen support, nor does it come with a pen. So if you needed like an S Pen of some sort, it does not come with any support for that per Evan Blass. Also, I wanted to show this off. This is, Ben Geskin put what the Pixel Fold could have looked like if they went with a more traditional Fold look like a Z Fold 4 and put the camera on top. And I have to admit, it does look better with no bezel at all. But when you see the bezel, it's still, it's uniform in terms of it on the sides, left and right, and then uniforms top and bottom. So, that's not a huge deal to me overall. It's not gonna be a sour point in me, but what do you guys think? I think it's really good specs overall for the most part, and the design is cool. I love the outside display, I love the inside display, and it's a phone I'm totally, I've said a million times, I'm looking forward to. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's jump into our Q&A. Mr. Third Mouse says, I tried restarting my Samsung Care Plus account. It's been over a year by placing my IMEI serial number, but it shows my Fold 3 isn't eligible. Do you recommend trading with cracked screen or buying a refurbished phone? So I would say, I'm not surprised, first of all, that you can't restart it, because I don't think you can restart Care Plus if you've had it and not had it or never had it, and then the time period goes away after 30 days. So for you, I would see how much it is to fix the cracked screen, and if it's too much, if it's over $100, I'd say forget. Well, it depends what it is. If it makes sense to be able to trade it in without a cracked screen and get it fixed, then do that. Otherwise, I'd say just trade it in with the cracked screen. Last question from Veronica. When is it coming out of the Galaxy Z Roll and Z Slide? So we don't know exactly yet, but there's potential that another folding line of the phone would come out this year. Not a fold or a flip, but an actual different kind of folding phone, maybe a folding tablet of some sort. But the rolling and the sliding, you'd have to guess most likely 2024 or 2025. Thanks so much. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below. #question, and we'll see you down the road.